All right, rational expressions and equations, doing our homework together. The key to simplifying this is to know how to factor and then removing any like factors. So I'm going to factor out a greatest common factor, divide, and then remove a common factor, and you have your answer. So again, the key is the ability to factor. The numerator is prime. The denominator, what two numbers multiply to 20? The same two numbers add to negative 9. Now, these are called opposite factors. Notice one's positive 5 and one's negative 5. One's negative k, the other's positive k. Those are opposites. They still remove, but you're left with negative 1 rather than positive 1 when you remove it. Number 3, factor, common factor first. In the denominator, the two numbers are negative 2 and negative 4. Remove the common factor and you have your answer. Always best, right, to try first and see if we are the same. What's the greatest common factor here? 6. 5x take away 3. The greatest common factor here is 6. That's 2x plus 1. So the 6's are removed, and then what's left over is our answer. Number 5, we're going to factor, greatest common factor. In the denominator is a trinomial, so the two numbers are 10 and 4. Then remove, and that's what's left. Now, if I look at the numerator, a subtract 4 can only remove with a subtract 4. You can't take half the factor and eliminate here. It has to be the whole factor that gets removed. Factor a 10 out, factor a 5 out, and then 5 goes into 10 2 times, and you can leave the answer like this. Here, we're going to factor out a 2v, no, just a 2. So it's v plus 6 minus 40. In the denominator, we have a v and a 3. So 3v squared. That's v, take away 6, just v. That's v squared minus 6v plus 8. By dividing, we can continue to factor here. So what's left over? Two numbers that multiply to 40. Negative 40 and combine to 6 are 10 and 4. One's positive, one's negative. Same thing in the denominator. It's negative and a negative. So two numbers that multiply to 8 and add to negative 6. Notice v subtract 4 eliminate, nothing else eliminates. We can just put them all beside each other and it's done. And there's your answer. Number 8, start with the greatest common factor. That's going to be 2p. That leaves me with p squared minus 2p. Half of 96 is 48. If I look at the denominator, factor out a 6. Now we're going to keep factoring the numerator. So two numbers that multiply to negative 48 and add to negative 2 are negative 8 and positive 6. I want you to notice that these are opposite factors. So that leaves me with negative 1. And 2 makes the 6 into a 3. And that's everything. So I have a negative p plus 6, and then a 3 in the denominator. That's what's left over. So that's simplifying. Here's multiplying. So before I multiply, and the basic rule of multiplying is to multiply the tops and the bottoms together, I'm going to simplify. So the 5's are removable. And now I'm going to multiply across the top. and I multiply across the bottom, and I have my answer. So again, I'm going to simplify first. So 3 goes into 6 twice, 4 goes into 8 twice. Oh, and 2 cross out. So we just keep removing. Uh-oh, my camera went. I think you're going to see that the v squares eliminate 2. And I think the answer, when everything's removed, the answer is not 0. The answer is 1. All right, let me do this. Sometimes my camera does that.